everyone. Welcome back to Let's Talk. I am Dion. This is.
Okay.
Welcome back to the 11th episode, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining us again. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. And please share this and tell everybody about it so that way people can come and join the discussion as well. Today, um, we will not be having as long of a show tonight just because my darling over here is not feeling too well, y'all. She came down with a cold over the last couple of days, and so it's something that she's just working through. And I definitely love her and appreciate her for at least sitting down with us and having a discussion as long as we're gonna have it tonight. And I really do appreciate you, baby. I love you.
No problem. I love you more. I'll be alright.
Well, good, baby. She's tough. She really is, y'all. She's really tough. How was your day though? Besides, all the gookiness.
Oh, it's rare week.
Yeah.
I feel like I said that on this show before.
You have. Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
that's pretty cool. That is rent week
Oh,
again.
yep. It's the first of the month.
Wake up.
That's exactly. Come on. Get it.
I don't
Get
got
it.
time for You're crazy.
Yeah, man. It's the first of the month. People coming in trying to pay that money.
Gotta pay that rent.
Yep, I just went and did it today, boy.
Yeah.
Boy,
And we
woo
don't do
wee.
nothing.
I know. If you don't do nothing, you gotta make sure that you
pay
can
that
keep
rent.
that roof over that head. That's for sure.
For real.
Yep. Other than that, no surprises. Everything was pretty status quo.
Pretty straightforward. I'm just counting down my little days.
I know. How many days we got? 19?
18 days and a
18
wake up.
days. Okay, 18 days and a wake up,
That's
y'all.
what my auntie said. Called
Until
it. And a
the
wake
wedding.
up.
You say your auntie? That's what you called it?
She said it's in a wake up. I'm like, yep.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. You're right. My goodness. So we're so close, y'all. Before we know it, we're gonna be there and we're gonna be saying I do, and it's, the rest is history.
All my monies.
I know.
I feel kind of
You're
played.
so silly. I know, right?
Just a little bit. Uh, yeah. But
Well, y'all, at the end of the day, you know, it's money well spent.
it better be money well
I
spent.
mean,
It is
it's
so be money well spent.
yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait to see
It's tough. It's tough, and I can't wait to see you too. Like, I'm super excited.
Me too.
I ain't seen no damn glimpse of this dress, so I can't wait. It's gonna be really, really nice.
Yeah.
So
Excited.
really exciting.
Yes.
So, and it's weird because it's like,
Yeah, you see
oh,
those reflexes though?
it's, I know you got some. Y'all see them news like cat-like reflexes. So it's crazy though. Is that the closer that we get now, it's like the more calmer I get now.
Just a little bit. I don't know if it's calmer or you just really like, I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
exactly. You just kind of settle into it, like, well, it's gonna be what it's
It's
gonna be.
gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we know we've done all we could do, and we never promised fireworks and a whole zoo.
And we did
So at the end of the day, it's just like we said, just for us. It's just for us, and
whatever we miss, which I don't know, we might miss something.
yeah, we gonna miss some
It's
stuff, but
okay.
whatever, So
Okay.
this ain't the lifestyle of the rich and famous, yet at least.
Yeah, I agree with you, baby.
So, but even still, it's always important to still be somewhat modest, and but I really believe that we've definitely hit a lot of goals as far as planning this wedding, and really making sure that we got all the main parts out the way. We got enough help. We got enough manpower. Once again, I appreciate everybody who is just helping us with this whole wedding process. Everybody from people who are helping us with the decorations, um, the photographer, the DJ, the caterer, um, just the officiant, all the bridesmaids, all the groomsmen, um, all the people of honor. I appreciate everybody. I really do. Is has been a monumental task, and considering that we did it in a relatively short time period, I'm uh, I'll still be happy regardless. I'll still be happy regardless, and I am happy regardless. So I am, and I'm excited, y'all.
Me too.
We're about to make this happen.
So how was
18
your
days
day?
in a wake up.
How
My
was your
day was
day?
good. It was a day, It was a Monday. I thought it was going to be pretty busy, but it was more steady, and it was cool. Just make sure I hit, did my thing, keep my head down as usual, serve the customers. Yeah,
Serve the customers.
yeah, get them their parts. It's funny because when you're in a job like that, you just kind of realize that, damn, you're a link in the chain. You know what I mean? And everybody, like, at first I used to get upset, like, why are they getting upset if they need certain parts and we don't have them, blah, blah, blah. And it's because after a while I started to learn, well, they're just not buying this just to take home and put it on a shelf, look at it. They're buying this to complete a job, and
Right.
their money is dependent on it. So,
Right.
once I really got that through my skull, then it was like I could take it a lot more seriously. So, well, other than that, yeah, the workday was good.
If it was anything good about your day that you took away from work or from your day at work, what was it?
Um, to remain patient. Um, at times, when things are happening, sometimes you get a little frustrated. Um, and even just in your thoughts, sometimes you're in your thoughts, even while you're there. So, the biggest thing that I take away when I leave at the end of the day, specifically even today, was just patience. Like, it's Monday, you had the patience to get through it. You stay calm, you stay poised, you did your job, you did it to the best of your ability, and you got out of there. And that's the whole name of the game. When you're talking about that world. So soon, we'll be in a different world, in a different environment, making our money, so it'll be different. But in that world as we're in now, that's the name of the game. Get out of there with a level head.
Survive.
Yeah, damn right. It's the battle of the fittest. It's the battle of the fittest. So yeah.
That's good.
Um, I was really concerned about you though, because I knew you were pretty sick, and this morning I was like, man, I wish he could really just stay home. But I know you're making the sacrifice now, so that way the wedding, we can have a nice time, have a nice long period of time off together.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth it. But we definitely pushing through it together, babe.
I know.
Because I be thinking about you all day, like, man.
I
Because I
know.
know I hate being sick.
Uh-huh.
So, I'll be like, man, I'll be real concerned about you, making sure you're taking your medicine, drinking your water. 'Cause
And I went to the gym.
Sure did, y'all.
I had to
Faithfully.
swipe my arms and
Faithfully.
stuff. My
That's
back.
what you call discipline.
I didn't do no extra hard breathing and stuff. I just,
Yeah, hey, you went, though. You put in an effort. That's valuable.
my arms hurt,
Yeah.
so I did something. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Look at that girl. What? Yeah, I
Done.
got that. But anyway. Um. So yeah, I guess the day was well for me. The day seemed like it was somewhat well for you,
Yeah.
despite the sickness.
This
I'm glad.
I'm happy I'm having it now though.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna be all
know.
right.
You know what's funny, right? That you getting sick is maybe about 3 or 4 days ago. I literally thought to myself, I was like, Lord, I just hope one of us just doesn't get sick during the
Right.
wedding.
Me
That would
too.
be disastrous.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I would rather it be you get sick than me get sick.
Why?
Cause you know when you sick, you're all puffy and stuffy and snotty and stuff, and I know you gotta get your makeup done and all that, and stuff just don't look the same. Your face ain't the same. It's all fat and puffed up and stuff. And
That's you.
yeah, I'd rather be like that than you, though. I can
No.
fake it. I can fake it. I can pull it off. You know, people just think I'm just getting a little bit more plump in the face. That's all. They could be like, "Oh, what's wrong with her? She don't. She ain't glowing like she's supposed to. What's wrong?" You know how they be.
You funny as hell. No, for real. What's wrong? You ain't happy?
Mm-hmm. Sure
If
will.
you ain't happy, you better say something right there.
People pull that "you ain't happy" card fast as heck, won't
Right.
they?
Make sure you happy.
My goodness, people happy. Sound like you Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory or something. That damn
I don't even
happiness.
know. Okay. You tried. It's crazy.
Come on. So we're gonna take our shot. Go ahead and get this out the way. Woo. So today, y'all, you know, um, in light of our wedding planning, one of the big things that crucial parts of our wedding, of course, is the food. You know, the catering,
Yeah.
and that's something that we were really brainstorming about and thinking about. You know, because man, if you don't got the right catering, people would talk about you. Let's
They
just be
ain't gonna talk
real.
about you.
Let's be
They gonna
real.
talk about one. They might not talk about your decorations. Anything you do, they might think it's on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like maybe she didn't want that. Like okay, whatever. But if that food
That
is
food ain't right.
nasty,
Boy,
people
y'all
is gonna
in
talk
for it.
about
It's
you.
gonna be real bad. Real bad.
Like,
So,
it was cute. It was cute. The food was nasty.
mm-hmm. And you ain't never gonna live that down. Cause guess what? You're gonna have an anniversary every year. And if you around them people who was at that wedding,
They gonna remind
they
you.
gonna remind you every year. Yeah, that was so pretty girl, but girl, that fool girl, who you don't need to hire him no more. You don't need to hire that man no more.
No more.
That was terrible. So thank goodness, thank goodness we found who we found. Um, well, it's not like we found him. I already knew the guy, longtime friend, but I'm just glad that he was actually there to be of service to us for our wedding. And so I'm confident that the food is going to be decent. I'm not going to rave it up because I'm not cooking it personally. So I can't sit up here because, people be like, oh, you said it was going to be the.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to do that.
No.
I could just, I have had some food from him in the past and it's been great, to my palate's liking, but y'all got your own palate's liking. So who knows what y'all might think about it, but I think it's good.
And he said we can have our own food.
Sure did. The man
Whatever
said
we
we can
want.
have our own plate.
We can have something
Our
different
own
than
whatever. Yeah.
than everybody.
Yep.
I've been thinking about it.
I've been thinking about it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm like, man, if he was serious about that, I'm like, that would be fabulous.
Yeah, it'd be fabulous.
Yeah. And y'all, please don't be feeling a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something he extended to us. He just brought it up out the blue when we was discussing the whole thing, and so we just thought it was an amazing gesture. Okay, so it's not something that we trying to, and people like, oh, y'all went all out and did this and that. No, it's not like that, y'all. This is most of the people that we have helping us with this is all family and all longtime friends. people we've known. These are family people, So you know, we you know, they have a certain amount of integrity, when it comes to doing things anyway. So, but in any case, I'm excited though, because we got a nice, decent menu,
Mhm.
and so we're not gonna say anything yet. You just gonna whoever's invited when you're there,
We're
you
not
will
gonna
eat
say
it,
nothing.
huh?
We're not saying nothing.
No, we ain't gonna say what's on the menu. I'm not gonna be having people trying to create the menu after it was already created. How people get.
Okay.
You know,
Should I put a menu on the table?
no,
No.
no. Why? It ain't like they can change it. They ain't gonna be sitting up there ordering like they at Chick-fil-A.
But it's gonna say, oh no, that's okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, I don't think we need no menus, okay? Because the menu is already set in stone.
But if I make a big menu,
I mean, you can maybe if you want to make it look pretty, you could get some little menus put on the table, but it's gonna be
I think I
it
want to put our
is.
thank you cards on the table.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And you could say, and for dinner, this you will be serving.
And I can make more posters.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be nice. She's been working extremely hard, y'all. Just
It's like
all the
not hard. I feel
planning.
like I'm not working hard enough.
You are. Why not?
No, I just feel like I'm missing. Still missing shit.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I feel the same way.
Really?
Yeah, like there's major parts, and I'm like, oh god, like literally when I think about it, like my brain's about to just pop a gasket. But
Yeah.
but it's okay though. It's okay though. You know, I just have faith that everything is gonna go right. So far, everything is fallen into place. It hasn't. Everything hasn't happened on our timeline, but it's happened. And all we can do is just continue to work, continue to keep pressing forward, and doing all we can do.
In 18 days.
Yeah, in 18
So
days.
basically, what what it is what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. So, I like I said, I'm extremely, um, I'm extremely optimistic about it. I am. You know,
All right.
you know. But in any case, besides the food that we're gonna have at the wedding, um, first of all, what's your favorite food?
What's my?
Let the people know.
I gotta have a favorite food, or can I have a favorite like kind of food?
Yeah, you can have a favorite like category.
Okay. I love Mexican food.
Okay. What What about Mexican food? Like, do you like so much? Like, what really draws you to Mexican food and the flavors?
I guess it's just the beef. It's just good. I don't know. It might
Ew.
be the sauce. I'm a beef person. Okay.
Yeah.
I like beef.
Right. So there's nothing particular about the flavor that really draws you to it.
I guess it's the tortilla and the sauce.
What
The
kind of
texture
sauce?
that it gives the red sauce. Like
Okay.
if it's like enchiladas or if it's tacos, I need it got to be the sauce
Yeah.
and the tortillas.
Okay. Yeah. I get it though. It's a lot of like.
But
Yeah.
it's almost like the same food.
You're right. You're right. Mexican food is like most of the food is based around the same exact ingredients. So it's just literally different variations of the same thing.
The same thing.
So I mean, it's kind of funny in a way, but
Mm.
in a way, it's like, um, in a way, it's actually good if you think about it because they're just eating the same thing. They don't really have their diet doesn't really vary. So it's probably actually a lot healthier to eat like that, you know? because they always eating the same stuff.
But
So
I like all kind of food.
yeah,
I like Chinese food.
yeah. So second favorite besides Mexican food.
The category.
Yeah.
Um, I like Chinese food.
Chinese.
It's the sauces too.
The sauces.
It gotta be. That's the only thing that I can think of that make anything like really different. Because I'm not a big rice person.
She loves sauces, y'all.
What?
Except for hot sauces. She don't like hot sauces.
No. But I do like different kind of sauces. So I can even eat Chinese food with no rice. So it can just be like the veggies and stuff.
Okay. Right. Well,
So
I've
I
always
love
liked
sauces.
Chinese food too. There's something about it. It's just I think it's for me. It is the sauce. It's the um, Chinese food has a tendency to have really robust flavors. So the flavors are really strong,
Mm-hmm.
and it tends to be like this sweet and sour thing going on, or it could be like really salty, and then like another dish is like sweet. And
So it's
so
more of a combination
yeah,
thing.
it's always a combination thing with it. Yeah, and it's just like a cornucopia of like like the textures too. The textures are different because everything is kind of based in rice. So it's rice with meat, rice, vegetables, meat, or vegetables and meat. You know what I mean? Or a variation of each. So um, I like Chinese food. I like the only thing I think I don't like about it, what I think everybody feels the same way, is that it doesn't last. Like it doesn't stick to your gut. you know?
Go right through you.
Yeah, it does. It goes right to you. You can eat Chinese food. I'm talking about you can eat a whole mound of it. And boy, an hour later, hour and a half later, you hungry again. It goes right through you. Unless you eat a bunch of bread at Chinese food, like a bunch of like orange chicken that got a lot of bread on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite Chinese restaurant is, or just Asian food restaurant? I would say
Um, Here.
just in general.
Um, that's not right. That's so disrespectful. Um, I can't think of nothing, no names in Louisiana. So if I had to pick something here, it would be this place called Samurai.
hmm
Um, it is in Henderson.
Samurai.
Hmm.
So is it like Japanese food?
It is Japanese.
Oh,
So they do the hibachi in front of you, cook in front of you, and then they serve the sushi. And I like the sushi.
nice.
They got really good sushi. Real good sushi.
Well, sure, we're gonna have to go. I ain't never even heard of that place.
Really.
Yeah,
So
learn something new every day.
really, it's
Yeah.
really good, and they got really good hibachi too. So
Well, we definitely gonna have to go try it. That sounds really, really good,
we
actually.
show do. We can show
Hmm
share some sushi. That was a lot to say. Show share some sushi.
That's a damn tongue. Y'all say that
Show.
3 times in a row.
I couldn't.
What do you say?
Show SHOLL.
Yeah.
Show
Show,
share some sushi.
share some sushi. Say that 3 times fast. Show, share some sushi.
So show share some sushi.
hmm
That's not too good.
Yeah. Well, sushi is bomb though, depending on where you get it
Yes,
from.
so good.
hmm hmm
I've been wanting
Except
to
for
open
authentic
up the
sushi. Whew.
well,
I
no
can't do no.
raw sushi.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. For me, I call that authentic
I
sushi.
call it raw sushi.
It's authentic. That's how they That's yeah,
originally.
that's how they originally eat it.
Well, I'm glad they changed it.
I know. Oh,
Cause ain't no way I'm eating no damn raw sushi.
my goodness.
I'll eat the tuna salad, but that's like.
Mm, I can't do the tuna salad. I do not.
Yes, you do. Cause when I get sushi, that's what I be getting.
But I mean, okay, it's good in small amounts, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
But I'm not like in general. I'm not really a big tuna person. Like I don't really like tuna.
It's crab though.
Okay.
That's probably why you like crab.
Now I will say, the only time I will eat tuna now is like a really good tuna melt. If you know how to make a good tuna melt, that can be lovely.
I ain't never had no tuna melt, and I love tuna.
Yeah, it's so bomb. Like for real, a tuna melt. Yeah, it's really really good. Got the grilled cheese with the tuna and the melted cheese with the
cheese and tuna.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. The shit is bomb.
Cheese and tuna.
It's good.
Okay.
I haven't had it in a while though, so I can't even tell you. Cause I think the older I get, the more I have a distaste for the foods that I don't really care for, like bananas.
I'm so happy you don't like bananas.
I don't really do bananas like that at
Thank
all.
you, Lord.
What else? Like I said, I'm not a peanut butter fan like that.
I love
Even though, here's the weird part, I like peanut butter candy and peanut like Reese's peanut butter cups.
My aunt said,
fabulous.
have a big old
Right.
Give me the white ones. The white chocolate that I have to stack with them.
Oh, you know what? Man, I like white chocolate, but for me, white chocolate is like one of those things where you could only eat so much of it because it's like a really strong flavor too. Yeah, like for me, white chocolate, like I can just think about how white chocolate tastes and just taste it right now. That's how strong the flavor is.
Taste it.
Oh,
tastes so good.
Great. But I do love the original Reese's cups. Oh my goodness, they're bomb. What else?
What's your favorite?
Butterfinger.
I don't like the Butterfinger. My teeth too raggedy.
Yeah, Butterfinger is terrible for your teeth. I wish there was a different. We need to develop a way to eat it so that way it don't get all gunked up in your mouth. Cause
ain't it Butterfinger? Yes. I mean, ain't it peanut butter?
Yeah.
So why they want to make it soft?
I don't know. It's just the way it's made. It's like this.
No.
It's like this crispy something. I don't know. I forget how they make it.
It's like
almost like wafer. Almost.
It's almost like a brittle, like a.
Yes, it's like a brittle.
Peanut butter brittle.
Oh, speaking of which.
Blessing.
So good. Peanut butter brittle is freaking amazing. I mean, man, that's got me wanting some right now.
I think she can make it.
Oh, she got to make some. Are you kidding me?
Her dad taught her.
Oh, peanut butter brittle is freaking amazing. Seriously, one of the best things.
My granny make it, so Granny, make some peanut butter brittle.
Granny, please.
He's silly.
Man, we need some of that peanut butter brittle. Seriously.
Okay.
Because, man, other than that, let's see. What are the foods that don't I really care for?
Americanized food. Soul food. Seafood. Boils. Like, what kind of Americanized food do you like? Burgers. Pizza.
My favorite Americanized food will probably have to be ribs. No. Hold on. Nope. Let me back up. Wings. Chicken wings. Chicken wings for me is my all-time favorite. I could literally eat those every single day of my life. I've said that on another podcast, and I'm going to say it again. Wings are the best. Okay? That is an absolute survival food. And it sucks because you couldn't get any wings to survive off of in actuality if you had to. But since, we're not in that situation, I could eat them every day if that was the only thing available. So those I love. Let's see, um, ribs, bomb, bacon, bacon. Oh, me and my bacon. What's shaking bacon?
We don't got nothing. We got bacon in the
We
freezer.
got bacon, y'all. And we ain't got nothing else. We having bacon for
Everybody eats
breakfast.
bacon.
Bacon for breakfast.
I'm a sausage person.
Yeah. She is a sausage
I
person.
love sausage. I put sausage in almost
I
like
could,
every dish.
I could attest to that. She does like sausages and all the dishes and stuff. She fixes it really well. She seasons it good. You
I
know.
put it in your spaghetti. I put it
Yep.
in your lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in a lot of stuff.
Yep. She does.
In the baked beans.
Oh yeah. She cooks some really nice baked beans, y'all. Yeah. It's more like meat in beans than baked beans because it's more meat than the beans. But you gotta love it like that.
Yeah.
Because it's bomb. It's really, really good.
I'm gonna add more beans and see how it tastes.
No, I mean I wouldn't do that ratio, you know, 'cause, don't nobody want to be all no beans. I don't want no beans. I mean, beans are good. Don't get me wrong, but they ain't that damn good. I want to taste more meat than beans. You know, the beans is almost just like a complimentary of it, I guess. And it's more of a texture thing too, if you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, beans is a
so
real
good.
texture thing. Yeah, they really do.
So good.
And it's crazy because if you're using canned beans, it's almost impossible to get beans wrong. If you think about it, I've had some. I haven't. Think about it. Think about it.
You can't jack them up.
You
right.
can't. If you could go to any barbecue in America,
the beans will be tolerable.
and the beans will always be tolerable, no matter what. And anything you can eat the meat, and you can eat the beans, and the bread. Bam. If you can't eat nothing else at a barbecue, or a cookout, or a family gathering where there's food, you can eat the meat and you can eat the beans. Those are two things that is like, okay, if I must eat.
Right.
And I know that I'm not gonna be sitting up here like looking at the plate like, mm-mm.
I'm hungry now. Talking about we must.
I know.
We ate some good food.
Sure did. Man, she threw these pork chops in the crock pot last night with her ingredients. And then she made some mashed potatoes. Man, look. Man, we was eating them tonight. We had leftovers tonight. We was eating it tonight. It was absolutely phenomenal.
That's the goal, to always have us some leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
for work. Especially for work. You know what? I think that's one of the things I look forward to the most after dinner. It's just like being able to have a really nice, hearty lunch. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Y'all, and even if it's sandwiches, for real, sandwiches, just like home food, it's just like something about it. You just like, this is home food. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no processed. It's like, because think about it, most things, even from the home, you have to prepare it. You got to take time to prepare and do whatever it is to it. So, home food is always the best. Love it.
I love cooking.
She really is good at cooking, y'all. She literally I've seen a lot of people cook and they do a lot. They do a lot, you know. And granted, some people who do a lot, they actually know what they're doing. They just doing a lot. It's just, I guess it's part of their whole process. But this woman right here, she don't really do a whole lot, believe it or not. She got a base palette of seasonings that she uses, that she trusts, that she knows is going to get the job done, is going to make her food taste exactly how she wants it every time she uses it. And I'm telling you, she's very consistent in the way she cooks and the way she seasons. And that's really one of the things I need to watch. Like, what the hell? Like, how are you doing it? Because Really, y'all, I'm telling you, her food be seasoned perfectly. Oh, and one of the things that I'm gonna rave about her, and I'm gonna put this on the record. So I don't care what y'all think or say about it.
What?
I don't care.
What?
Okay? I'm gonna rave about her mac and cheese. Okay? A lot of people think y'all get it right, but you just don't get it right. And I'm sorry. Because everybody ain't meant to make great mac and cheese.
No, they're not.
They're not. But, baby, your mac and cheese, seriously, is literally up there with some of the all-time great mac and cheese. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Her mac and cheese is easily restaurant quality, if not surpassed. If not surpassed. I promise you.
No.
Look,
It's
okay,
pretty
I'm gonna
good.
tell y'all a story. The very first time that I ever had a mac and cheese, we were having um like a just a dinner. And she made her mac and cheese. And when I seen it, I was really nervous. Why? Because it looked plain. It looked plain, y'all. And usually, people always try to throw every damn thing under the and the kitchen sink at the macaroni and cheese. And sometimes they miss the mark. Sometimes they miss the mark, even with all these ingredients in it and you name it. Okay. But her mac and cheese was insanely deceptive, okay? Because it was super plain looking. And I was ultra nervous, just like I am in most people's mac and cheese.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna be quite real with you, man. Some folks mac and cheese, just based off the way it look, I don't even want to try it at all. I'm just be honest. I'm just like, nah. Like, is that supposed to be mac and cheese? Like, you sure it ain't supposed to be like another dish? You look at mac and cheese and be like, nah, that ain't really supposed
The
to be mac and
cheese is
cheese, is it?
separated from the
Yeah,
noodle.
cheese separated from the noodles,
Be
man. We just
like,
had, but anyway, uh, anyway, so it looks super plain, right? So dinner time, dinner's done. Okay, cool. So they serving up the food, and we get the mac and cheese, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go, because I hadn't had a mac and cheese before. This was early on, and so she made that mac and cheese, and we started serving up that food, and she gave me my plate, and y'all, when I tell you it took me one fork full of this damn mac and cheese for me to go, wow, what the fuck? Holy shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't be cussing like this on YouTube. I do apologize, YouTube, please. But in any case,
nice, please.
in any case, look, it was really, really good mac and cheese, okay, y'all? It was super good. And I'm talking about, uh, y'all don't understand. I wish I could really
It
just
just be
like,
nice and cheesy.
yeah, it be so cheesy, y'all. So cheesy. The noodles be perfect. The amount of cheese be perfect. It don't be over seasoned. It don't be under seasoned. It be right in the pocket, y'all. Right in the pocket. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Like, I know a lot of y'all out there. Oh no, I put this in it. I put that in it. I put this in it. Gotta put that in it. Gotta put this in it. That in it. Look, man. Just from me tasting her mac and cheese one time, I could tell you y'all don't need to put all of that in it.
It's not
Y'all
even
don't.
necessary.
It's not necessary.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not gonna have her give away her recipe, okay? Because I don't even know it, to be quite honest. I'm trying to learn it, but I don't know it. But I'm gonna learn it one day. Because that mac and cheese, let me tell you something.
There's no recipe.
It is a recipe. Shh. Business.
I'm just saying how this
No, I can't hate you because, boy, no.
Okay.
Because it's too good.
Okay.
Seriously. It is that good. Yo, let me tell you something. When she cook it, right, she got to cook 2 pans. because the kids literally just eat like one whole pan to themselves. It's
Gone.
decadent, y'all. It's so
It is
good. Like
crazy. I gotta make
seriously.
a big, thick, deep one.
Yeah.
And it still be gone.
Gone.
I be like,
Yeah. It's so good, y'all.
what the?
It'd be so cheesy. It'd be so like it'd be so everything. Like everything you can imagine mac and cheese to be and that should be is present, y'all. And she do the same thing every time. There's
It's
no
all in the
difference.
noodle.
I ain't never had a mac and cheese from her that made me go, the last batch was better. Or, oh, this is better than the last batch. No. Every batch be the same. Be the same. And so, high five to you, baby, for having the best mac and cheese recipe that I've ever had
Thank you.
from an actual person cooking it at home, okay? And like I told you, I'll put some actual mainstream mac and cheeses from these restaurants up against hers. I absolutely will. Don't, it's that good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't say that about none, everything else that she cooks. Even though that is fire, everything else she cooks is fire. But this mac and cheese, trust me, that is her thing. Okay? If she missed everything else, trust me, y'all, ain't gonna be no more mac and cheese at the cookout. I'm telling you, because everybody eating it all up. And that's plain and simple.
It be gone.
Plain and simple. It is bomb. Okay? If
humble.
y'all ever get the privilege of her bringing some mac and cheese to the cookout, y'all gonna have to, I'm gonna make y'all pay her for it because y'all it's not gonna be enough, and you gonna be mad that you didn't pay for it. So I'm gonna just have you. I'm gonna save you the trouble. I'm gonna have you pay for it ahead of time, so that way she can cook more than enough.
And the funny part is, I gotta cook it in like what I know.
You do in the
I
portions
gotta
you know.
cook it in the portion
In
I
the
know.
portions you know,
I
you
can
can't
double the portion, but I still gotta cook
Yeah.
it separately in the. It's so weird.
No, it's not. That's the recipe. That's how you got to do it. Exactly. It's a process. You've created a process, and you've created um, you've created a recipe, and that's how you make it consistent every time. That's how you actually make a recipe. Just like the restaurants, right? You go to a restaurant, a mainstream restaurant, right? Like say Chili's. We could go to Chili's every day of the week and order the same thing, and it's going to taste the same way every single time we order it. And it's because they figured out all the ingredients down to a T. They figured out all the cooking times down to a T. And they figured out all the portions down to a T. So that way it comes out the exact same, tasting the same every single time. There's no fluctuations in taste. So that's your thing, babe. And I'm happy because y'all have no idea. A lot of people don't know how to cook mac and cheese. I'm telling you.
I
So,
cook.
yeah, she cooks though, y'all. She can cook. She can cook for real.
I appreciate it
Kate
because I
can
could
cook.
not. I remember Sky and Sincere always telling me let their daddy cook. To the point I got offensive. Like, what you mean let your daddy cook? I mean, he cooked. He cooked better than me.
And I know that must have felt some type of way because, I mean, that's the man. You know what I mean? Like,
But he was always doing recipes and doing stuff like that, and I was just like, always, it's like, I don't know, working.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got tired of them saying that, and I was like, that's, what it was. I was cooking to feed them. When you gotta cook with feeling.
You do.
With intention.
You gotta really cook like you want it to taste good. You gotta cook with the intent, like you want this to be the best damn thing they ever had.
You can't just be like, okay, I gotta feed them this real quick because it's gonna taste like that. You like, yeah, them to be like, yeah, that's how you be mixing up the macaroni, making sure you hear the right sound, like.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
That's crazy. Wow. And I would never even think about that, like to mix it up to hear the right sound. Wow. I always wanted to know, I wouldn't say I always wanted to know how to cook well because, of course, I've always centered myself around women who could cook. But um, I know it's a more of an art form to cook. Cooking is an art form. It's more than like what I know. I know how to grill,
Grill.
barbecue, and for me that's just all um, it's like set in stone factors that are kind of easy. You know what I mean? And besides, all you got to do is season the meat and just put it on, and just make sure you don't burn it. And make sure you cook it all the way through, and that it's nice and tender. And so, but when you're cooking and you're using seasonings and ingredients and everything like that, it's different. It's different. And for me, I ain't afraid to admit it that it can be a little intimidating at
It's very
times.
intimidating. Remember when I tried that seasoning that you gave me to try? You was like,
Hmm.
"It got everything in there. Let's try
Yeah.
it." And then, so I eased into it. So one side of the meat I seasoned with that,
Yeah.
and the other side I seasoned with the regular seasoning.
Yeah.
And that alone was like, I could taste the saltiness
Yeah.
in it. So I was like, damn,
Yeah.
I only seasoned one side.
Uh huh.
So maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
To even it out, put it
I just think that.
half of as much as I did on one side and then
Yeah.
on the other side to make that balance.
Yeah. Yeah. Because definitely balance, especially things like heavy salt content. You gotta be really careful with that sodium.
It's how you coat the food when
Yeah.
you season it.
Hmm.
You gotta just, I guess you do learn. You know what you're looking for. You know what you should not be seeing when you season it.
Yeah.
You should not be seeing raw meat.
Right.
You need to be seeing seasoning on every part of that meat.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the, for me, seasoning is like one of the more,
It's hard to get.
what do you call it? Satisfying parts of cooking. It's like when you get that seasoning out and you pop it open, and you like trying to get it so that way you cover up all the meat. It's like you're like, okay, perfect.
Right.
And you get your next seasoning, you put it on it in your next seasoning.
Right.
You know.
Be covering all the meat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to see no raw looking meat. You're exactly right. It's all in the flick of the wrist.
It is.
Alright, you can
Right?
shake lightly.
Yeah. I always try to just do it more in a consistent way, but make sure that I'm like not like going like this. Cause you ever like season so much, and then you got so much seasoning on each side of the food.
That's how I seasoned the. What did I season just the other day inside the air fryer? I guess it was chicken, and it was just like seasoning everywhere.
Everywhere. Yep.
Great.
Man,
Great.
but you gotta love that air fryer the way you cook food, man.
That's why we got a big double air fryer on the registry.
Ooh. Y'all hear that, y'all? We got
It's
a big
double.
double air fryer on the registry, y'all. Go check it out. It's a gadget, you know? I love gadgets.
And I do too. Makes my life
She
easier.
loves gadgets.
Cooking gadgets.
Everybody loves gadgets. For real. Mm-hmm. I've been wanting to get one from Kohl's, man. You go to Kohl's, they got them all displayed out. You can see them all.
Only time I go to Kohl's is to return Amazon stuff. But when I'm walking through the store, I'll be like, dang, Kohl's got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of sales.
They
a
do.
lot of sales.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be having time. But one day when we want to go, we can go.
Okay. I always like going to Kohl's. It's like a nice department store feel.
Like Mervyn's.
Yeah, it does. Like Mervyn's or Dillard's, something like that. Like going through and it has the smell. Everything smells new, you know? Remember, it brings me back to when I was a little kid going to the mall for the first time. And you walk in and you smell that smell and you're like, wow. You know, but yeah.
With the Mervyn's when you was going somewhere fancy.
Right, for real.
Mervyn's. Like you gotta go to murders, like,
Yeah,
all right.
man.
Mm, I'm starting to feel.
Mm-hmm. She just took some medicine, y'all. So hopefully it'll help her sleep good.
It's making me
And
sleepy already.
mm-hmm. Get sleepy already, yo. So other than that, y'all, I mean, shoot, food, everybody, you gotta love it, But I wouldn't say, here's the thing, I'm not really a foodie, I'm not really like, I'm more of a like a survivalist eater, to be quite honest. Like I really only eat when I'm hungry, and then after that, after I get full, like I can't even stand the sight of food, really. So I know a lot of people love to eat. They
People love to travel to eat.
yeah, they like to trout. Yep. Hmm.
So that brings me to this. If you had to say like one of the places that you have went that had like some of the best food, what would you then say? What would you say?
As far as like one of the places that I travel that has some of the best food, um, well, I don't know if it's necessarily some place that I traveled, but it's one of the places that I went that had some of the best. Was when I lived down in Columbus, Georgia, because food is like a real integral part of their culture down there. And so they have a lot of eateries, like even just like small mom and pops ones. They got some mainstream ones, but they got a lot of small mom and pops ones, and that was different because they don't have that here in Las Vegas.
Uh-uh.
It's all about mainstream restaurants here. You
Yeah.
do have small mom and pops restaurants, but they're kind of far few in between compared to the mainstream restaurants.
Right.
And so yeah, like Columbus, Georgia really has some good restaurants. I went to a couple in Atlanta while I was there. They were really good as well. They're known for big food culture there as well. So down south, I think in general,
In
down
general,
south just has
some of the best food.
some of the best food, just hands down.
That's seasoned. That's what it is. They
Yeah,
just know how to season.
heavy season, heavy
Or they
season.
just get it just right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too salty, but if they put it one more little flick in there, it would have been salty. So the South got the best.
Like I remember, I used to watch this guy on Facebook. His name was it was called. His name was the salted cracker.
Wait. Okay.
His name was the salt. His name is the salted cracker, y'all. He cooks a lot of like boils, like seafood boils and stuff like that. And man, man, oh man, every time I watched one of his, he's from New Orleans, and every time I watch one of his videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want some of that so bad. It looks so good, for real. And of course, he's pretty entertaining. It's funny, I haven't seen him in a while. It's probably just the algorithm. You know how the algorithm is. I bet you if I go on my phone right now, though, after this, it's gonna be all up and down my timeline. You know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is. So,
Right.
you know. Well, y'all. I mean, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please share. That was uh really more of an impromptu discussion because everybody loves food. Everybody loves food, and everybody has a different taste about what they like, about what they want to eat. Um, and people have different preferences about how they like their food prepared too.
Yeah,
Some people
we
are,
can go into more detail.
yeah, like some people are super picky. They only like certain parts of the food, or they're like they don't like food of certain sizes. You know, um, and then some people kind of like me, who I'm much more forgiving as far as like what I consider edible. You know what I mean? But I feel like honestly, to each is his own. If you can, if you're able to eat the way you want to eat, you know what I mean, within reason and within health, then I would say a healthy margin. Then by all means, do what you do. Do what you do. So because I know when I'm hungry is the best time for me to be looking at food.
Because I was sure about to say, oh, somebody ate my cheesecake. But you ate my cheesecake.
You gave it to me.
I
to
know,
finish.
but I forgot. Shit,
Hey, it was
I was
really,
just
really
trying
good,
to think
actually.
that I didn't see it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I'm glad you gave it to me. It had been so long since I had some cheesecake.
Me too.
I'm talking about, shoot, maybe a year or two at least, I think.
I really like cheesecake. We should have had some cheesecake for the wedding.
What's your favorite thing about cheesecake?
I guess it's the smooth texture.
Yeah. You want to know why?
But I don't really like cream cheese.
Yeah, cream cheese is one of those things that's like, yeah.
It's a hit and miss. It
Yeah.
depends on what
I
I'm
love
eating.
it on bagels.
On bagels.
On bagels, cream cheese is bomb on bagels. Sorry, y'all. She just blow a nose. You know.
Sorry.
I told you she was not feeling well.
They can tell.
So, you know. But I like the crust. For me, the crust mixed with everything else, that graham cracker crust is...
Yeah, you know this is graham cracker and butter.
That's it. But it's so amazing.
So good.
It's so good.
Just give me a thin ass layer of cream cheese or whatever that mix is, and I'll tear it up.
Yeah. Because for me, it's like the crust and everything else is accompanying the crust. Because the crust for me is one of the best parts. But I probably couldn't eat it by itself.
Mm-mm.
But it's, for me, that's the main attraction. Yeah. So, well, y'all, once again, please subscribe, like the video, share the video, and please leave us comments, guys. We want to hear what you guys have to think about food and what's your favorite. Please tell us y'all favorite foods, y'all favorite snacks or favorite ice creams and stuff like that.
We continue for sure.
Absolutely. We can have a million discussions on this food, on food in general. Restaurants, you know.
Yes.
You know, burgers, all kinds of stuff, man. Food is just, you know, it's huge. Yeah. It's huge. Wow. And it's big business. Big business. So, until next time, guys, I'm Dion. This is
Kay.
And this is Let's Talk. We'll see you guys later, y'all. We out.